she's here. She's finally here. I finally got my new phone delivered yesterday. So in honor of that, I'm going to make a video this morning. I just couldn't wait. I had made a video about these products on my camera, but because I didn't have a phone, I would have had to download them to my computer, and I'm just not as savvy editing on my laptop as I am on the phone. On the phone, it's just so easy for me now. So I think I'm just gonna reshoot everything, and I'm going to show you the products that are sort of new to me. They're not necessarily new products, but like I said, new to me. So I finally am trying the Haus Labs foundation. I got the color this is Triclone Skin Tech Foundation in the color 110 Light Neutral. And I'm surprised because usually I go for more of a warm tone foundation, like a light warm, but the neutral actually looks really perfect on me. So maybe I might start trying to go more neutral. I got the Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder in the color Translucent. I got the Rare Beauty Highlighter in the color Exhilarate, which is the peachy nude color. That's really pretty. I'm not sure if I showed this before, but I did end up getting a Rare Beauty liquid blush in the color Believe. And I got this lip injection. This is not the gloss, this is the lip balm. I don't know if this is new, but I kind of just wanted a plumping balm to put on my lips first while I'm getting ready. And you see, it has like a slight pink tint, but nothing crazy. And I just will put that on while I'm doing the rest of my makeup, and hopefully it plumps up my lips a little bit. So I did want to do a comparison because I have one of the Haus Labs highlighters in the color Peach Quartz, which looks very similar to the color Exhilarate in the Rare Beauty. And I'm going to swatch them for you. The Rare Beauty swatch is really nice. Let's see, make sure I have nothing on. That's Rare Beauty Exhilarate. You see, what about this highlighter? It all sticks together, so you don't really see any glitter. Okay, now I'm going to do the Haus Labs. And the thing I don't like about the Haus Labs, even though I like the color, is, and it's actually has a lighter base, is, do you see it has little flecks of glitter, and by the end of the day I feel like the product kind of like dissipates on my face and leaves just little sparkles everywhere, like little glitters, and I actually don't like that. So I tend not to use this one. I like the highlighter when it like just kind of leaves like a glossy or glassy shine instead of little glitters. I'm not about glitter. I like glitter, but where I want it, not all over my face. All right. So I already moisturized and I put sunblock on. I'm trying to be good, trying to use sunblock. I'm gonna use like a mattifying primer, the Milk Makeup mattifying primer. I've used this one before. And this one is the Pore Eclipse mattifying primer. Oh my God, the one thing I don't like about this primer, and I just remembered because I just put it on near my nose, is the smell. It smells gross. It almost smells like medicinal, but not in a good way. All right. 1 second, I'll be right back. Actually, do I want to use a sponge or my brush? I'm going to use my favorite Clé foundation brush. This has been my all-time foundation brush. All-time favorite. I'm going to put a pump. Put that on my skin. And I know that this foundation has silicone. It is a clean foundation, and you know, I'm not totally against silicones or anything like that. I think silicones can actually form a barrier on your skin and sort of protect it from environmental damage and toxins and pollution. So I don't think they're always a bad thing. Maybe for some people, but I never have any issue. And I believe this foundation is, where is this foundation made? It might be made in Korea. All right, so that was that one pump? There's a little of my hair. So this is one pump, and it's pretty even. What I was very surprised with, I'm gonna do one more, like a half a pump. What I was surprised with the formula is how luminous it is. I did not expect that at all. I thought it was going to be a matte formula, but it's not. It's not matte at all. It's like luminous or satin. I'm not sure how they describe it, but I think you can see with the lights that I'm glowing. Oh my gosh, so I got my phone yesterday. I was really surprised. It came super fast. And the thing is with the new iPhones is that they don't use a SIM card anymore. So it's not just a simple sticking your old SIM card into your new phone or whatnot. Even though I didn't even have my old SIM card because my old phone got stolen, as you know. The thing was, I had two phone numbers on the phone that got stolen. So I had my personal phone number and I had my business line, and it was on the same SIM card on the phone, and you could just switch back and forth. You know, so I had another phone number for my own personal, my business. So then on the iPhone 8, the old iPhone I was using that I just had, like my backup iPhone, it's older, so you weren't able to do that. You couldn't do the two phone numbers on the same SIM card. So long story short, I get this phone and it has two phone numbers in it, but one of them is my regular phone number and the other phone number is some random phone number. I have no idea what number that is. And what I'm thinking is that the T-Mobile guy on the phone in customer service, I think that they actually added a new line on my plan. I know they changed over my plan because they were trying to get me a deal on the phone, like you could get $500 off or something. But I think what he had to do was actually give me a new phone number, like add a new phone line, so that I could get like $500 off the phone. But I didn't ask for a new phone line, so I had to spend like a couple hours for some odd reason talking to the people at T-Mobile, trying to get them to take that number off my phone. Okay, so here is the Milk Makeup in 7NW. This is the, what is this? The Future Fluid Concealer. And this color is, you know what I'm realizing? It's a little too dark. So what I think I might do is, when I have done, is add a lighter one. I have this Be Bright Illuminating Concealer from Koki Cosmetics in the color Light. And this one I've had, but I just kind of add a little of that just to lighten the color. I have another Future Fluid one in a very light color. I could also mix with it as well, but I put it in a box to give away, so I don't have it on me, but I might actually have to take it out. so I can use it to mix to get the right color, because I do like a little bit of brightening under the eye, like, you know, not so much where it was just putting on the light color, but I think if I mix the two colors, it would be good. So anyway, long story short, I'm on the phone. I had ended up speaking to 3 different customer service representatives at T-Mobile. I don't know what it is too. When you call the T-Mobile customer service, you know, they're like obviously in another country. I think to me it sounds like they're in the Philippines or something, but I don't know. It is so freaking loud in the background. Like, I don't know if there's anything they can do, but I feel like it's super distracting to me, and not only to me, but I actually feel like it's super distracting to the customer service representatives that you're trying to talk to online. I talked to one guy, and it was like he was like a space cadet. Like, he had ADHD or something, which, no, I get it, you know, like I have that too. But like, he would be talking to me and he would like mix up what I was saying, and he would repeat things back to me wrong, and like people were screaming in the background and laughing. It sounds like they're having like a great old time, which is cool. Like, that's nice. It's nice to have, you know, fun at work and good camaraderie and whatnot. But you would think like a company like T-Mobile could have some kind of headset where it like cancels out the noise of the room that you're in. You know, so that way when a customer is calling them, they don't feel like they're competing with whatever's going on in the background. And so that the representative can actually like focus on what you're actually saying, which I feel like was impossible for one guy. He was having such a hard time like understanding me and focusing and like getting what I was trying to explain, which was like, take off this random number off my phone, put my personal number as my main number, and put my business line as the secondary line on the phone. And for some reason, it was like, it took several tries, and finally, the last guy that I talked to, he did it. And I don't know how, like, I was getting very frustrated. Like, I am not the person to have like patience for those kinds of things. Especially when it's like taking several tries and like a really long time, and I have to keep re-explaining myself. You know, that's just like, you're gonna make me go crazy. This is the Linda Hallberg Cosmetics puff. So this is with the powder. And I think with the powder, it looks really pretty. Oh, and it was so funny. The UPS guy, he dropped the phone, like he dropped the package. I happened to be home and he dropped the package, and I opened the door and I went to go get it. And I got it. And I was like, I saw in the box it said signature required, and I was like, that's interesting. He didn't get a signature. He just dropped the box. So like 15 minutes later, or an hour later, I don't even know, because I was already on the phone with customer service. I get a ring at the doorbell, and it's the UPS guy. And he's like, I need the box. I need to scan the box. And he needed to get my signature. Like, yeah, buddy. Like, you think? You just dropped a whole iPhone right at my front door and walked away. I guess he would have gotten in trouble. He was like all worried about it. And I was already frustrated because I was on the phone with customer service, and I was like, didn't want to deal with him. Yeah. So last but not least, the guy who, third time's a charm, I guess, the third customer service rep that I talked to was able to fix the issue for me. So I got everything working. And I somehow managed not to lose my ever-loving mind, because like I said, I definitely have no patience for those kinds of things. But I know it's not their fault, so I don't want to be like a crazy Karen. So I'm just, you know, I had to remember, like, breathe, explain yourself calmly, Don't be angry. There, I just add a little more. All right, now we're gonna do let's do the Charlotte Tilbury. A little bit of contouring with this, with a bronzer today. This is a brush. I love this brush. I don't think I've showed this brush before, but this is the Milani Kabuki fan brush, and I love this brush. It looks like, oh, what's that? I remember Scott Barnes. Remember those? Remember Scott Barnes? I don't know if you've ever seen any stuff from Scott Barnes. I don't really see too much from Scott Barnes. I know he's like a famous makeup artist, and he came out with a couple of nice palettes, which I do have one of. I have two of, actually. And I haven't really heard too much from him lately. Because it's like an online only brand. But it reminds me of those brushes. He has these brushes that are shaped like this. They're like thick, but like this. And also some eye brushes, which I do own as well. But I actually don't use those. I find them a little too complicated, even though they're supposed to be easier. All right. I'm just gonna blend it all out. All right, so now for the highlighter. What I want to do is take a soft highlighting brush, not too dense, because she is pigmented. Watch this. Yikes, she is pigmented. So what I usually do is then take just a little powder. Okay, because I'm not walking around with a stripe on my face. I take a little bit of powder and I just blend her in with like little stippling motions. So then I'm trying to like, you know, watch some videos on how to use the phone and whatnot. And the only thing I noticed, like, I got the one with the lowest memory, the 128, and I almost got the 256. But then I was like, you know what? I use the cloud. I think I'll be fine with the lowest. I save my coin. But then I saw somewhere that it said like you could only shoot high-res videos with the 256. So now it's kind of like, I do want to use my phone for videos. Maybe I should have gotten the 256. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this works. So there, I blended it out a little bit. A lot. So it's not stripey. All right, let me figure out what I'm going to do with my lips and my eyes, and I'll be right back. haven't used yet is this Tarte Magick Juicy Lip, and this is supposed to be plumping as well. So I just figured I'd just throw this on. And this is the color Cranberry. This came in like a little set. And last but not least, I'm just gonna use a setting spray, which is the only one I have right now, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Usually to be careful with my mascara. You always have to be careful with the setting spray. I usually try to put it on before I do my lashes. Because of that. I get it wet and then it gets under my eye. Alright, so here is the final look. For my eyes, I used the Róen Beauty 1111 palette. 2 colors. I did like the pinky color all over my lid and then just like the lighter color as a center highlight. I used my favorite Tom Ford liquid eyeliner, and I also used the RMS Straight Up Mascara, which I have been really liking lately. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and I completely forgot. Oh, I forgot to set my eyebrows, but whatever, I can do that later. So yeah, this is the final look. What do you guys think? What do you think of the foundation? I feel like the foundation looks good with the powder. I haven't tried it with any other powder yet, but on its own, without setting, I wouldn't wear it. For me, it just looks too kind of greasy, but with the powder, I feel like it's like that perfect satiny luminosity. So if you're gonna get that foundation, either have a powder you know will go with it, or get the powder that goes with it. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and hopefully you'll see me soon. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the like button. Bye for now.